girl discovered that there seemed to be a bell hidden inside her mind. When she was little, whenever she wanted a toy, her mother would always say she had no money to buy it. At that moment, the bell would ring right on time inside her head. As a child, she did not understand what the sound meant. It was only as she slowly grew up that she realized what it was. The bell seemed to help her tell whether someone was lying. She did not want to waste that ability. Years later, Laura originally wanted to use it to become a prosecutor who helped people uncover the truth. But because she did not do well in school, she had no choice but to give up that idea. Just then, a classmate who knew about Laura's ability came to her. The classmate wanted to know whether the promises her boyfriend had made to her were actually true. At first, Laura did not want to help, but when the classmate offered her $70,000 as payment, Laura realized that there might be another path for her life. After some time spent preparing, she opened a cafe of her own. On the surface, it was just a place that sold coffee. Only a few people knew that there was also a hidden room inside the cafe. Every time she finished understanding a client's request, Laura would assume a new identity and go to the target's location. Although she could tell when someone was lying, the ability only worked when she heard the person speak in person. By this point, Laura had already disguised herself as the client's younger sister and sat down beside the target man. At the client's signal, Laura immediately began asking questions. "Are you still satisfied with your sex life?" The man was visibly embarrassed by the question. It was only after the client also said she really wanted to know the answer that the man answered seriously. After hearing what he said, Laura did not hear the piercing sound of the bell, so she quietly said that he was not lying. After receiving confirmation, the client felt very happy. Once she knew the man was sincere toward her, the client took his hand and said they should start preparing for the wedding. At that moment, the nanny came over to pour wine. The client asked the two of them to greet each other. After all, they would be seeing each other often in the future. The man introduced himself to the nanny. He also said it was their first time meeting. That one sentence made Laura realize something was wrong, because she could tell that the man and the nanny were definitely not meeting for the first time. Laura asked directly whether the two of them had ever met alone in private. The man instinctively rushed toward her. Only then did he realize that his reaction had made things too obvious. He quickly explained that he had only reacted that way because he was startled. As the nanny packed up her things, she touched her stomach. Laura noticed the detail and asked whether she was pregnant. The nanny tried to deny it, but lies could not be hidden in front of Laura. Laura looked at the man and seemed to understand everything. Now that his plan to marry into a wealthy family was about to fall apart, the man immediately tried to shift the blame onto Laura. He cursed at her while charging toward her. Just as he was about to lay a hand on Laura, the driver beside them immediately stepped forward and stopped